Hey guys, welcome to Guatemala. Today we're crossing borders. So how to cross from Guatemala to Mexico? There's many ways, and I'll show you what I think is the most interesting. Today is a story about dangerous hitchhiking, crossing a border with the boat, and visits to Mayan Ruins. So I hope you're ready. So I was traveling in Mexico with my two friends, Pascal and Hannah. We met in San Cristobal de las Casas, which you can actually also see in one of my other videos. And from there, we decided to head south, towards the lake of Montebello. The weather was actually pretty terrible in the lake, so we decided to keep going and hitch a couple of rides. The few first rides were actually pretty fun and nice people. By nightfall, one pickup truck stopped and they asked us for a little bit of money, which is usually not the point about hitchhiking, but that was pretty much our last chance. So we accepted the deal and we started driving. The guy was driving really fast, so we were not so sure about that, especially that just before the car left, one guy came to us and was like, no, doing some sign like this, and that was a little bit tricky. We were in this truck driving really mad on a very bad road at night in Mexico, and I swear I could see my last hours coming. If this truck just gets the wrong bump and just flips over, we just here at the back without any seat belts or any kind of safety, that's it, we're done, that's finished. Then we stopped at a military checkpoint where another driver told us that he thought our driver was probably drunk, which didn't really make all the best to reassure us. Then he finally dropped us at a crossroad where there was basically nothing, like one small shop that would sell beer and coffee and stuff like that, and told us, yes, there we go, the village, the border is just there. We looked a little bit at the map and realized we were actually 15 kilometers away from our destination. We were not really reassured, but we were in a place with other people, so I kind of started arguing with the guys a little bit, showing them that we were basically more in trouble now than when they picked us up in the city, because there was no place for us to stay and we wouldn't walk with our backpack the 15 kilometers to the border. So we're here in the middle of nowhere. We asked the guy from the shop and he allows us to camp basically just in front of the place, and the next morning we managed to catch a ride to the small village of Corozal that is the border crossing. Carosa is a very small place. There is basically one concrete road, quite a few dirt roads, not so many people, some very busy ants and funny turkeys. It's very peaceful and there is actually a nice place to camp by the river. The main importance of this place is that you can cross the border to Guatemala and you can also visit the Mayan Ruins of Yaxchilan. Yaxchilan is a beautiful site and is actually really off the beaten track. You have to take a boat for about 30 minutes to go there, and there's absolutely no access by road. So once you get on the boat, you just go across the river. It's really lost in the middle of the jungle and it's actually a really nice ride. Once you reach the site, then you really face this very beautiful Mayan ruins in the middle of the jungle. Everything is so green, there's still quite a bit of vegetation growing in the middle of it. The site is only partially excavated, so a lot of the ruins are really exactly like you would find them while exploring the jungle. Walking around the ruins, getting lost in the jungle and discovering this very ancient building from an old civilization is very entertaining. You can get inside, there's lots of baths that live in the remainings of the temples, and you can really feel the vibe of this ancient city. After a couple of hours wandering through the jungle and visiting these beautiful temples, we finally took the boat and got back to the village of Corozal. We had this very nice spot to camp by the river, and I have to say most of the afternoon was spent in really hardcore chilling, reading a book and looking at the people crossing the border. This river actually acts as the border between Guatemala and Mexico. I did my farewell to Mexico and all the beautiful memories that I had there and headed to the other side. From the Guatemalan side, it's very easy to take a bus that leads you to Flores. It leaves every day at 11 AM and there's a couple of others if you're lucky and there's many people going. The way to Flores takes about 3 hours on a dirt road and you arrive right in this beautiful flower island in the north of Guatemala. But that's another story. So here we are. I think that's one of the most interesting way to cross by yourself from Mexico to Guatemala. If you know any other way that is interesting, please let me know in the comment below. That can be useful for some other travelers. Thanks for watching the video. You can find me on my social network as usual. Please subscribe to the channel if you like the video, and then you'll be updated when others come out. Please like and share. That's a very good help for me. I'll see you next week for another video. In the meantime, keep the free spirit.